Hello and welcome to the show. We are here on GTA 5 today, going racing around another custom circuit. This one built by Ewan, a really rather interesting track. Quite a fast circuit. Now we're starting with a sensible car. We're starting with the Entity. There was also a little bit of a demo derby fighting over the first position spot. We're starting with a sensible car. It won't last. Oh, no. I thought I could get away without moving down there with the steering, but nope. Oh dear. We're going to deposit ourselves to the back of the race because we start on pole from being the host. We're going to try and work our way up through a 6-lap race, I believe it is, with these. There are a couple of jumps. Someone didn't quite get the reaction time going there. There are a couple of jumps, which means some mega car hatting is going to occur through here. In fact, I'm going to have a little lift because I don't actually want to jump too far. It's really easy to skate off the roof of somebody else's car. See, we've already made it up to top 10, I think, having survived the first jump quite nicely. Noretta's in big trouble. I saw that bobble on the curb, and there's just once you're on the curb, you are a passenger with the car, and that's it. There is nothing else that you can do about it. So good luck. Now, this track fairly kind. While there are some of these sort of inside curbs that are nasty if you hit them, there is plenty of runoff area if you do run wide. You don't really gain an advantage from going out wide around here, I guess other than not crashing into a solid wall. But yeah, there is plenty of runoff area. That's a really brave move. I get a huge tank slapper. Yeah, like if you stay on the track there, you go just as quickly. Oh, that's going to be way too deep. Oh, I've got so much slipstream. We're carrying so much speed. We're going to lose a place to Blakey in all of that. So you got to be mindful around it. It's not a particularly wide track, this one, which does make it a little bit more of a challenge to pass on. I think there's going to be a car at the inside. I don't actually know. I don't know whether you would have committed to that or whether it did once I was very wide. Didn't quite mean to go that wide either. You've got to be, while there is plenty of runoff area, if you are not positioned right for one of these jumps, you are going to be in a world of trouble. Oh, we're going to do the 3 wide. Nope, not going to do that. I'm going to cut back underneath. Blakey's in trouble. He's going to miss the first jump. Now, you can get away, of course, because there's no big sort of drop down. You can get away. If you made a mistake, if you lose the back end going into a corner, would rather you just drive across to get in. See if that Blakey will lift and let us go for the advantage gain from missing the corner. Oh, Ewan's gone. That was a good death. That was a very good death. As I always say, if you're going to go out of a race, make sure you do it in the most spectacular of fashions. That was top-notch, flip off of the track. And now, there is a chance you might be able to recover. There's a few cars going for the wide line. I don't actually really like the wide line. I feel like there's too many curbs to screw you over. If you cause a little damage, sometimes they can get issues with these curbs. I just don't particularly like going out all that wide. Blakey's going for a wide turn in through here. I'm just going to carry a lot of speed on a more normal line. We will catch back up. I don't even know where Blakey ended up. Behind us. Looks like he had a crash or something. Oh, too many cars in a little space of tarmac, sorry. And that's put me up to a second position. Fantastic stuff. Now, Cinty probably will be... Oh, no, Cinty's fallen back into line. That's fine. Don't have to worry too much then about fending through there. Now we go, trying to chase down Gliska's light blue machine. Have I got any slipstream going on here? Yes, we have. We're going to get a big slipstream train, I think, going on. So now we've got... At this point, we've still got the lead pack fairly well spread out. Do we? Oh, we're going to go for an aerial dive to the inside. I thought for a second we might go for an aerial attack or a car hat. However, we ended up just we jumped to the inside. It almost worked. Stinty bobbled the curbs, got away with it. Stinty gets another big switch. Don't know if there's any contact between our cars. If there was, it was tiny. It's just enough. However, we're going to have to yield the corner eventually. Just can't carry the speed on those sort of lines. Bliska's getting a wobble on through all of that. I think I've got Ninetales. Certainly, we had a car for company. I'm going to go bobbling wide. Oops! That was a bit of lag. That's why I don't want to risk it, though. Yeah, and Ninetales, the one that stayed on the circuit, is the quickest of all of us. We're going to jump. Oh, no, we're going to Bliska a big push. Well, that's... Cars have suddenly gone very drastically flying in places. It's... Yeah, you were supposed to stay on the... Oh, I might have pushed... That might have been a little bit of help from me, pushing Stinty wide there. Not intentional, however, it did happen. Yeah, don't run too much across the circuit. Oh, I wonder, had Ninetales really recovered that well from that big flight? No, there's a different car now that's close behind us as we fight side by side. Stinty is going to give us space on the outside. We will... Oh, dear, I'm twisting in the air. Oh, apologies, but once you've taken off, like, it's annoying once you've taken off and you can see you are heading towards another car mid-air. There's nothing I can do. You can twist the car, sure, you can spin the car, like, 360 degrees, we're going to get aerial overtaken. We've got Narev's pinged off the roof and is off at turn 1. That's the danger. That's the danger if you do end up on one of those lines across the roof of somebody. Can we still get the checkpoint? Yes, we can. Try to get the checkpoint and stay out of Ninetales' way. Quite difficult. Okay, we've had our mistake on the curbs and gone round. Pushed our luck too much. Push your luck across the... Yeah, basically, exceed track limits, you will get randomly punished. It's often really not worth it. So we are going to try and not exceed the track. I mean, it's kind of a good system of punishment for exceeding track limits. If you do it a few too many times, some physics glitch is probably going to send you to orbit. So don't do it. Basically, it's not really worth the risk. Blakey got really sideways and lost a heap of time. From our spin, we're actually going to recover this quite nicely, helped by Gliska and Stinty going too wide, slowing each other down. We have now got Team Orange in 3rd and 4th, and we will work together, as ever, to try and catch up to the leaders. Again, this is the important thing is, yeah, we made a mistake, Blakey made a mistake, Ninetales did a big old orbital jump, but we will possibly have enough time to get back in the fight, and you need to be there for the final lap. It doesn't matter if we spin out on lap 4, as long as we are back in the frame by the end of lap 6. That's what we need to be doing. Oh, we're going to do the car hat on Blakey. Oh! That was... Well, Team Orange. Team Orange got the teamwork down. We managed to not skate off the building. Off the track, which is something... At least Sinty fell off on the landing of the jump anyway. So we've kind of all made a mess. And while Gliska's got a little bit of a lead, it will very quickly go. There are some long straights around here for catch-up to affect the car. That's about as most successful car hat as you're going to get around this circuit. Not really what you want to be doing. But, we got away with it. We did something at least decent in all of that. We're going to get a big run up on the outside. Not going to work because now Blakey's got the slipstream off of Stinty's car. God damn it. We're going to try and take... Yeah, we're going to take the sensible line here. Thank you for those positions. See, he's almost lost the back end. Don't clip that inside bit. You'll hit it, go on 2 wheels and have a crash on the outside of the corner, which here is a little bit more forgiving than some circuits. At least you're not fired into the wall, but if there's a car alongside, you'll get fired into that. And so basically just don't hit the inside curbs, really. It's a fairly solid piece of advice. It has a nasty, kind of nasty tightening corner on the exit there now. Gliska has a bit of a lead. It's me, Stinty, Blakey. There's another car lining up behind. I'm not quite sure who it was. It could well be Ninetales lining up to have a crack at this lead by the end of the lap. If we continue to fight, it might go to Blakey. We might end up crashing all each other off, and somebody even much further down. Oh, Gliska gets a huge 2-wheel moment. Stinty's on the side as well through all of that. I'm going to duck underneath. Stinty just couldn't get that back under control again. That's 2 massive 2-wheel moments for the cars in 1st and 2nd. I avoid the curbs. It's like, the curbs are faster to run on. However, if you do, you run the big old risks. Do you want to run the big old risk? Gliska's spun. I think that has a huge oversteer moment yet. Gliska lost a heap of time, and that's when the track exceeding. track exceeding. We're all driving in a similar way, so it's kind of Brazen with a mega run. So yeah, we're all kind of Brazen with a mega run. I've copied Brazen immediately through there like a muppet. Stinty's going to get to the front of this. This is going to be a mad, a mad dash to the finish line. I'm going to clip that bloody wall. I think, will Stinty have it? Will someone be close enough? I don't think I can, but you never know. You'd have to have such a mega slipstream pullback from here if I was going to do this. And I don't know whether I can, because I think I'm going to be stuck side by side with Gliska here. Oh no, I think Stinty's got a good opportunity here. It's whether Stinty can hold off Blakey. Yes, they can. Just in time. Yeah, we made a silly mistake. I shouldn't have followed. I didn't intentionally. I shouldn't have hit that inside and got pinged out wide. Oh, good race. Good race indeed. As, yeah, we will claim a fourth position. Fantastic fun circuit to drive around. A little bit of car hatting along the way. You've got to be mindful of the curbs. In a number of places with the entity, very, very easy to get caught out. Very easy to get in trouble. So there we go. Looks like Scotty might get fastest lap with the 21.2. We were never going to with the, catch up and the battling that we were doing. Brazen with the 21.8 to join us in the fight at the end, but just Caught up, only to beans it with half a lap to go. It's sadly the way it goes sometimes. But we shall have another try around here with something very different. So, for our second round at this circuit, we are going to go racing with some vans. Yes, not the normal vans that we end up going racing with, not the Yogies, we've got the pony vans instead, which should prove interesting. They are much slower, of course, than our previous vehicles. However, that's a horrible sunset that I probably didn't quite mean to have set, but never mind. Or sunrise, not sure which. Yeah, these are much slower vehicles than the Entity. However, we have seen many times that the inverse law of FailRace states the sillier vehicle, the better the racing. And, well, van racing is normally quite a good recipe for fun with us lot. Less likely to have issues on the curb, so more likely to be able to go too wide. Much slower, which means we'll see less off-track excursions from these. No, I couldn't hold it, and now Liam's going to find a gap there. No, that's not how this was supposed to go. Bugger. We're going to need... I say we're going to need some help. We will still be on the inside, at least, through here. We're going to need some help, potentially, if we're going to... Oh, no. I can't get any slipstream. There we go. Now we've got some slipstream on the inside. That's something, at least. Well, we're going to be pushing. It's going to be our turn. We're going to do some bump drafting here, guys. We can make this work. If anything, we'll make it work in vans, because that is the FailRace way. Bump drafting is one of those things that very rarely, and I do mean very rarely, it can work. In GTA 5, we've had races where teamwork has actually been very, very fundamental, been very helpful. However, it is very difficult to get it to work. These sort of vans are probably one of the closest you will have to getting it working, because they're less likely to be affected negatively by a slight tap in the wrong position. They don't quite have as horrendous collision and whatnot physics as some of the other cars, and they're just going slower, so you get more time to try and recover them. I think a few cars fell off of the banked turn through all of that, so well done them. We're going to end this lap as we started it, pretty much side by side with a light blue van. I'm so close that no slipstream is actually going to be, it's not going to be doing anything. Unfortunately, there's a little hellhole you can end up in where you are too close to gain any. It's a very beautiful sunset we have going on, not quite so helpful for visibility, shall we say. Yeah, there's a very, very little nasty slipstream no zone. If you are really directly behind somebody, you just can't get any speed out of it. We've got a little bit of a break. I say it's only really a small breakaway. That was more of a punt forward than a bump draft, that one. We're going to get stuck. No, we will get back across to the inside for this bit. Yeah, I will sit on the inside through here. Oh, okay, now, there was a small bit of a gap. Now there's a very big pack of vans are coming towards us. It's not what you want. Say it's not, it kind of is what you want. You want an exciting race, of course, don't you? Gliska's going to get to the inside here. Sitting very, very wide. Now, you're not going to get 3 wide here because you might miss a checkpoint on the inside. Stingy, I think, just gets away with it. We get stuck in the... we get stuck being just trained by everybody through there. We fall to 5th. I wouldn't want to go too far around the outside there. It's 3 wide. I'm ahead, Ninetales to the inside. Go on, red truck, go. We'll help you. I don't know why, but we will help somebody. Ninetales is 4 wide now. Ninetales is quite a long way off the circuit, but it is still 4 wide. And still 2 and 3 wide. We're on the outside of a 2 wide. Up the banked corner we go. It's not all that banked, just up the hilly corner we go. When you're making these sort of... It's not quite square, it's kind of a sky track. It's quite difficult to get elevation changes smoothly, so the banked corners, they're a way to do it. Oh, we're on the outside of a 3 wide. Now, bear in mind, this circuit is literally 3 vans wide. Oh, there's a climbing, there's van hatting going on. It's all sorts of scruffy. We're trying to get any sort of speed momentum we can on the outside of this mess. However, Stingy and Ninetales are well organised on the inside. Ninetales bobbling the curb some more. We're going to get a huge run. Uh-oh. No, okay, no, good. Huge run was successfully completed. We jumped to the inside. We made it stick. No problems. No massive problems, anyway. Stingy's going to look to the outside through all of this. Might even get it. Whoa, no. We're gone. Big spin for me. Wasn't expecting curb-related spinning issues. Now, I have plummeted to 8th. Not great. The good news is that while I have plummeted to 8th, I'm also not quite fallen all the way off the back of the group. Who have I got with me? Oh, Scotty. And that's actually even better news is me and Scotty can now slipstream towards the group ahead. We're wanting to work together here. You know, there's no point in us slowing each other down, so I'm more than happy to let Scotty slipstream pass. In fact, we are almost back in the slipstream tender. He's going to give us a push as well. So perfect, really. We will be pushed back into the Blakey slipstream. We will join back up to the lead group, and it will become a 9-van battle for the lead here. 9 vans are going to be separated by about 2 seconds, if that. We get a huge run on the inside. We'll give the yellow van a bit of a help. Oh, a little bit too much of a help. Through there. Oh, it's going to still be... Yeah, it'll still stick around the outside there. They're 3 wide up the hill. Someone very nearly off the circuit. Oh, Scotty to the inside. Did not realise that was going to be a van there. Gets a bit sideways, does gather it all back up again. Is still in 8th. Alright, that's fallen to 9th. But still, again, still in the group. And that's the important thing. Much like, you know, like Daytona and Talladega. If you fall off the draft, you're in trouble there. Here, if you fall off the lead group, can be difficult. Depends on how long you've got to gather back up again, and depends on how busy the race is. If the race is like this, then yeah, you can rejoin the lead group without too much trouble. We are in. This is so someone's landing on someone else. Someone's gone over. I think that was Ninetails who went for a tumble on the landing. I suspect landed on the roof of a vehicle through all of that. We're going to get up to a 3rd place. So considering last lap I was on the inside here and pointing almost the wrong way, wasn't quite a full spin. We have regained ourselves back up to 3rd. Stinty's gone round. We've actually now... It's kind of worked out weirdly. Well, Stinty and Chris got a bit... well, just too many vans in too small an area. We've pushed Stinty back around, and not all that much harm was done, apart from we've let Gliska run away a bit. Gliska's got a very bloody wide way. Very wide way over there. We're going to have... Yeah, they all go brazen to the inside. Now, get back into that slipstream, please. Van. No, don't let Stinty ahead. We're supposed to be getting that slipstream off a break. Oh, bugger. Oh, no, we haven't. There we go. We got the pull. We got... I think that was more curb hopping that got the pull rather than slipstream off a brazen, but it worked nonetheless. I touched the inside. Oh, damn it. Following brazen apparently is the curse I have. If I follow brazen through that corner, we clip the inside bit, and that screws us over. Stinty out wider than I was, so we've made it work so far. We've got one more lap to try and catch up to Gliska. And when you've got this big pack of vehicles, you know, heading towards, we stand a good chance of getting there. It's just how on earth are we all going to sort ourselves out? How on earth is this pack going to resolve itself? It'll end one of 2 ways. Either it'll be a glorious battle to the finish, or someone's crashing. Could be both. It could well be both, a glorious battle to the finish and someone having an accident. You're never really sure which one you're going to get. Gliska still too... We didn't really get the drives we wanted to. Stinty missed the jump, so we'd have to wait for us slightly from all of that. There's all the way on the inside. On the curb, there we go, yeah, so Stinty will just lift. It's much safer to wait until you're around that corner to try and lift and resolve any of those than it is to try and do it on the corner. It's such a far... Well, it's flat out corner in the vans, and it's just so busy. It's not worth doing. Which line do I want to take? Do I want to follow Gliska? Do I want to follow Brazen? Do I just stick in? Now we're just going to go for a big old train here. Stinty will be trying to get past me naturally at some point. I'm going to be the one that sticks on the tarmac. Brazen gets back up pretty nicely. Oh, I was trying to get the slipstream, get a little bit of a bump draft going. I just couldn't. We've got a red vehicle with a big old pull behind us. No, Brazen's in a pretty good position here. Try to go to the inside, was not much space to make that one work at all. Don't hit that bloody inside curb because I'm following Brazen again. There goes Chris with a mega run to the outside. Oh, it's all got a bit too busy through there. Gliska's come out pointing the right way at least. That's something. Yeah, I don't think Gliska realised there was going to be a red van all the way on the outside. Now we're going to go 3 wide. Yep, we're 3 wide. We're 4 wide. There's too many vans. Too many vans. This time it's my turn to be turned and pointed back the right way again. Brazen's got the lead. Track position might be critical in this. Normally you want a little bit of a chance to get a slipstream pull to the line, but I don't know if that's going to be the case here. Track position might well be your best friend in all of this. We've got a very, very good run up here as we bounce our way down. Who is going to... I feel like somebody behind is going to get a better slipstream run than both of us. It's the battle to the finish line. No, it's going to be me! The battle behind was crazy as well. Battle for second. I don't even know who got it. Ninetails, having got in trouble on the final lap, has gone and found a train line to park on. Oh. Bloody hell, that was a mad final lap. That was a lot of vans in a very small piece of tarmac. That was an awful, awful lot of vans in a very small piece of tarmac, and somehow we got away with it. Ewan, I presume that was probably on that final lap, got a 39.5, and Nareth's got up to 4th as well. In the end, Gliska, having led for much of the race, ended up in 8th in all of that mayhem on the final corner. Van racing is just brilliant, I think, is what we can take away from this. Van racing is just really rather brilliant. And this track works pretty well. Works pretty well for me. We just about managed to fight our way to the front and survive, despite a few rather hairy moments. That, though, is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and of course, big thank you to you for building the circuit. That'll be it for today, though. Until next time, a goodbye.